Hello friends, in this video we are going to see the various factors which leads to frequent hunger. So previously in the video we have seen what are the main factors that are related to hunger. So if you have not watched the video, I would definitely recommend you to go and watch that video because that is one of the main factors which you should correct before even coming to this video. So the first thing which I would like to suggest is, as a diet, I would like to address diet as a whole thing. I don't want to split into a different factor. I would like to address it in a single point. So as far as diet is concerned, if you are eating high carbohydrate diet, low protein and low fat diet and low fiber diet, then definitely that is the reason for you feeling frequently hungry. And also, if you're eating lot of processed food, if you're eating lot of packed and canned foods with lot of preservatives, if you're eating sugary drinks, sweets, soda, carbonated drinks, and if you're using lot of artificial sweeteners, then that is also definitely one of the reasons for you feeling frequently hungry. If you ask me why, I would say these foods are definitely reaching these foods are definitely high in their glycemic index. So what is glycemic index? Uh, Glycemic index, to explain in simple terms, the amount of the amount of glucose that is leads into the blood in a short span of time. So if the blood glucose rises drastically in a short span of time after eating a specific food, then that food is called high glycemic index food. So if you eat sweets or white sugar or chocolates, then that will raise the glucose level in your blood very fast. Then after some time, the glucose level will drop very fastly. So like within 2 hours, you will be exhausted out of all the glucose which you have eaten, But if you eat something like whole cereals, if you eat complex carbohydrate foods, if you eat foods that are rich in high fiber, this will control the release of glucose into the blood. So the blood glucose that is released into the blood will be a constant level throughout the time. So for example, instead of getting exhausted of all the glucose in 2 hours, it will be like 4 hours and 5 hours. It will be released over a long period of time so that you won't feel hunger so frequently. So as far as as far as fibers is concerned, fruits and vegetables are a very good source. As far as possible, try to eat colorful fruits and vegetables and green leaves also. If you ask me why protein, fat, and different kind of nutrition foods are actually involved in hunger, actually calorie is the main reason for feeling frequent hungry. If you ask me, I would say no. As far as vitamin K is concerned, we know that it helps in blood clotting. But apart from that, it also has functions like increasing the insulin sensitivity, lowering the hunger hormone levels like ghrelin. So this will also lead to, so deficiency of certain nutrition will also lead to hunger. So, and also if you're constantly eating sweets, that will increase our craving. Sweets definitely increase our craving. That too, very refined sugars, high glycemic foods, processed things, all those things definitely increase the craving. So this will also affect our satiety hormone levels. So second factor is not concentrating on what you are eating. So while eating, you should eat only. You should not have any distraction. You should not watch TV. You should not be reading books. You should not be hearing songs. You should not be multitasking. You should not be walking. So all those things you should not be using your cell phones. So in a research which is conducted and has been published in Journal of Food Quality and Preference, they say that there is a one group, control group, and one is a test group. In the control group, they ate only concentrating on the food. On the other group, they ate along with headsets, hearing some other songs, playing some music. So they found that at the end of the research, the group which has only eaten with just concentrating on the food, they have eaten the right amount of calorie, right amount of food that is required for them. Those who have eaten with the headphones, with hearing something in the headphones, they have eaten more than what they have actually required. So just even the noise signals can alter your hunger levels. So the third thing is sleep. So if you don't sleep properly, you won't burn the calories in a normal way. You will burn less calories only. So and also appetite control is mainly concerned with sleep. And if your sleep is not adequate, or if you're sleeping late night like 9 like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, your cortisol hormones level will be affected. So during normal day-to-day life, cortisol hormone levels peaks during morning time and it is low during night time. So if you are awake in night, the cortisol will go up in the neck. So cortisol actually prefers storing fat. So all your glucose will be taken and it will be converted into fat, and you will become much fat, and you will start feeling hunger so frequently. So the fourth factor is drinking lots of water. Sorry, not drinking adequate amount of water. So according to Journal of Physiology and Behavior, sometimes the thirst signals may be confused with hunger. So hypothalamus has the thirst center and the satiety center, hunger center. So in that, sometimes the signals may not be perceived in the right way. Sometimes you may feel thirsty as hunger. So if you drink water at that time, you may not actually feel hunger at that time. So as far as water is concerned, you should drink adequate amount of water throughout the day, not only while feeling hungry. So if you ask me what is the adequate amount of water that I should drink, I won't say it is like 3 liters, 4 liters, 8 liters of water. It is different for each people. So I would like to say for every 20 kgs, you drink 1 liter of water. So if I am 60 kgs, I should drink 3 liters. So if I am 80 kgs, I should drink 4. If I am 100 kgs, I should drink 5 liters. So this is the right amount of water that you should drink. So the so the fifth factor which I would like to say is stress. So if you are feeling stressed, obviously everyone knows that if you are feeling stressed, you are going to eat only. You are not going to do any other thing else, and it definitely affect the hunger hormones. It triggers the hunger hormones, and also apart from that, also it stores a lot of fat. So being stressful is also one of the reasons for feeling frequently hungry. So sixth thing is eating very quickly, like hurrying while eating. Like for example, if we have van at 8 o'clock and you have started eating only at 7:50 and you have to finish 4 idlis or 5 idlis in 5 minutes, then you are going to eat more than what is required for your body, because we don't know, like all these hormones takes time to get secreted, and also to enter our blood levels and to produce the right kind of signals. It takes time. So if you finish the process much faster than before all these signals getting produced, then obviously you are going to eat more than what is required. So the next seventh factor is watching too much of things related to food, like subscribing all the food channels on YouTube, liking all the Instagram and Facebook pages regarding to food, and always even in TVs you are seeing a lot of commercial ads. That is also one of the reasons. Even if you want or not, they are showing the commercial ads. They are advertising a lot about food. So that is one of the reasons for feeling frequently hungry. So this is called food porn. So Brain and Cognition Journal, they say this as a visual hunger. So if lot of snacks are kept in front of you, definitely you are going to feel frequently hungry. For example, if I would like to say, if you are in office and usually you eat at 1 o'clock, and if you have some work, so because of which you are eating at 3 o'clock, you may not feel hunger between the 1 and 3 o'clock interval, because since you are already occupied, you may not feel actually hungry. But if you are in home, like it is a Sunday, and you know that there is chicken biryani prepared or vegetable biryani that is prepared, even before 1 o'clock, like 12 o'clock itself, you will start feeling hungry because you are constantly thinking about food. So all these factors we have clearly seen that in the previous video itself, that the gastric phase, the gastric juice secretion 70% comes from the cephalic phase. Cephalic phase can be produced by any kind of stimulant like smell, thought of the food, sight of the food, like all those things. So watching too much of things related to food is also an important factor. So eighth thing is your naturally itself, your body is designed in such a way that you feel hungry frequently. So you have to correct all other factors. So for this you need not worry much, you just correct all other factors. So you may have fast metabolism, you may have leptin resistance, so all those things which we can't do anything. So you correct rest of the factors and you make your lifestyle in a healthy way, so this can be easily managed. So this is also not a problem to be worried. So the ninth thing is sitting all day. Controversially, you may think that if you are sitting all the day, we are not burning the calories. Ideally, we should not feel frequently hungry. But the researchers have shown in Diabetes Care and BMJ Open journals have shown that sitting throughout the day is a main factor for feeling frequently hungry. So the 10th factor is about gut health. The good bacteria in our gut helps in producing the right kind of hunger hormones. So if you take antibiotics for specific problems, or if you are eating frequently foods outside, if you are eating a lot of fats, saturated fats especially, then definitely that is going to change the flora in your gut. So that is going to affect your hunger levels. So the 11th thing is overweight. Yes, obviously we know that if we are overweight, we need more calories, so we may feel frequently hunger. You should know what is your expected weight. So what is the ideal calories to attain that expected weight. So if you are in a weight loss journey, you may feel frequently hunger. So during that time, what are the other things you can do? What are the right kind of fills? What are the right kind of snacks that you can include at that time, so that helps in weight loss journey, apart from that, apart from eating, by avoiding bad foods. So you should know all the things. Just because you are overweight and you are feeling frequently hungry, you should not eat more. That will lead to more and more obesity, or that will maintain your uh, high weight constantly. So that won't help in any other way. So you should definitely correct those things. So overweight is, as I have previously mentioned, it's a nutritional emergency. It is a risk factor for many diseases. So by any chance, by doing anything, I don't know whatever the thing you may follow, but by any chance you should always maintain your ideal weight. So the 12th factor is eating in a large plate. So this may seem like a thing which is not much essential, but it is also one of the factors. The perception of food. If we are having a large plate, especially in hostels, if we are having a large food, we tend to put lot of food and fill the entire plate. If we are having small plate, if you are having large plate and if you are putting a small amount of food, we may actually feel that the amount of food which we have eaten is much less, so we tend to eat more. So this is all about perception. This is also one of the important factors. So those who are actually planning for weight loss can take up the stick, and you can apply this. You can just reduce the size of the plate in which you are eating, and you can try whether it has any effect or not. Just you can try it out yourself, and if you find any result, you can share in the comments. So the next thing is the 13th factor is about dieting. So either you should be calculating, either you should be eating much less amount of calories than what is required. Like you may feel that I am already you may be ideal weight. You may think that I'm eating too much, and you may limit from 4 idlis to 2 idlis. And obviously that is going to make you feel frequently hunger. So that thing is there. And the second thing is, you may be just concentrating on the calories alone without concentrating on the nutrition in the food. We have previously seen that vitamin K also has other functions. So if you are just concentrating on the calories and eating according to calories alone, then you may not have the right kind of proteins, right kind of fats, fibers, and other nutrition. So that is also one of the important factors for you feeling frequently hungry. And the third thing is, working out a lot. If we jog for 7 kilometers a day, if we walk for 7 kilometers a day, if you do gym exercise, if you dance for specific days, then you may feel frequently hungry. So at that time, you can have healthy snacks. So at the end of this video, I will give you five options for healthy snacks which you can follow. So you can fill those, you can eat those things at the time when you are feeling hungry. So the next thing, 14th factor is drinking the nutrition. What does drinking the nutrition mean? In these days, like most of them, during morning food, they replace with something called smoothies, fruit juices, some healthy replacements called some supplements, which they just mix with water and they just drink it, and they don't eat anything other than that during morning time. Sometimes they may replace like that. So if you do that, definitely you will feel hungry even though you have eaten the right kind of proteins, fats, calories. Why? Because chewing actually increases the physiological satiety response, is what they have found. They have been published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. So if you chew the food only, the right kind of hunger hormones will be produced, so you will actually feel the satiety. So the 15th factor is boredom. So obviously, if you are going to feel bored, we are going to definitely eat something. So if I am in home and if I feel bored, then definitely I will take a walk. Then I will finally end up in dining table. Then I will find a lot of interesting food. Then I will start tasting everything. So even if you don't feel hungry, even if you eat at 9 o'clock only, and you may feel hungry at 10 o'clock just after seeing those foods. So that is also one of the important factors related to mind only. That is also. So the 16th factor is high salt diet. So in recent days, we are eating a lot of processed foods, packed foods, which contain a lot of preservatives, which again contain a lot of sodium. That is one of the important factors for us feeling frequently hungry. And also normally if we are eating a normal kind of diet, uh, the salt will be like inadequate amount only, unless and until we are not increasing the processed foods and not increasing high salt things like pickles, puppets, not eating them in large quantities. Definitely your salt should be in a right kind only, right amount only. So if you are eating a lot of processed food, then you may feel hungry again. So the 17 factors naturally during breastfeeding, during menopause, during these states and all, we will feel frequently hunger. That is a normal thing only. You need not worry, because during pregnancy, lactation and all, we need lot of calories for our child for milk secretion. So during that time, if you feel frequently hungry, you eat more, and you during those times you eat healthy snacks. So the 18th thing will be some medicines. Some medicines may cause you frequent hunger. Like the side effects of some medicines may be like causing frequent hunger. So if it is for acute condition, if you are taking some medicine for acute conditions, or if you are taking some over the counter drugs, then that can be stopped after some time and that problem will be settled. But if you are taking some medicine for a chronic time, for a long period of time, for a chronic disease, then you can't actually stop the drug. So at that time, most of the time, if it is a chronic disease, it may not come back to normal state. You have to take the drug for lifelong. So at that time, you need not worry about that. You can have healthy snacks during that time, and you can change all other rest of the factors. So the 19 factors, alcohol has been found to be one of the reasons for us being frequently hungry. So if you are drinking too much alcohol, definitely you can avoid it. So 20th thing is eating a lot of outside foods. Why eating outside foods causes frequent hunger means, if we eat outside foods, then that will be definitely much tastier. We are eating outside just because it is much tastier. So if it is much tastier, it causes lot of craving. So if you have lot of craving, then you will automatically think about when we are going to eat next time outside, what hotel we are going to eat, what food we are going to order. You will start searching everything in Swiggy, and you will be, even if you are not ordering, you are going to search something related to that, and you will again start feeling hungry, even though if you are not actually hungry. So this is also a thing related to mind only. So the last factor and the 21st factor is, if you have corrected all those things and still you feel hungry, probably you might have some other medical conditions related to hunger. I would like to say two important diseases which is related to hunger. The most common thing is type 2 diabetes mellitus. Diabetic patients usually feel frequently hungry. That's why we advise them 3 meals and 3 snacks, and also they should take the right kind of diet, like high protein, not only carbohydrate. They should not take refined carbohydrate. They should take adequate amount of fiber. So all those things we advise to overcome this. Again, one more frequent thing is thyroid issues. Thyroid issues mainly hyperthyroidism, not hypo. Hyperthyroidism causes, it increases our metabolic rate, so it causes frequent hunger. So unless and until you correct the underlying metabolic disease, it won't get corrected at all. So if you have thyroid disorder, you should go to your doctor. You should check your thyroid levels. So if it is some alterations are needed, if you take those drugs, then only it will get corrected. So finally, the bonus point is, what are the healthy snacks, 5 healthy snacks that you can take when you are feeling frequently hungry. The first thing I would always like to suggest is fruit salads, and the second thing is vegetable salads. Why fruits and vegetable salad? They are rich in fiber. Apart from that, they are rich in vitamins, minerals and antioxidants. And also, even if you are eating at the middle of the, like, even if you are eating at 11 o'clock, uh, it will get digested faster, so your next meal will definitely not be affected. And also it's nutritious, and also it helps in bridging the nutritional gap in our diet, day-to-day diet. So the third thing will be nuts like almonds, cashew nuts, walnuts, pista, anything it can be. So these nuts, again, they are rich in protein, they are again rich in good fat, rich in fiber. So this also improves satiety, and also it helps in bridging the nutritional gap in our diet. um, yeah, and again it contains good fat. So the fourth thing will be coconut milk. Coconut milk also, those who especially want to taste sweet, it will be a good option. It is also high in calories, and it is good, rich in good fats. Like saturated fats are more, but it's again good for health. Uh, so yeah, that will be a good choice for you to have a replacement. That will also get digested faster, so that won't affect your next meal. The fifth thing will be sprouts. Sprouts, if it is not possible for you to make it as a sprout, you can just soak the pulses and you can eat it raw, either raw or you can just boil it. If you don't feel it, good, if you don't feel that comfortable, if you want to add some taste, you can add like little salt, pepper. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you can again cook with minimal oil also. So again, whenever you are using oil, you should be concerned that it increases the calorie. So if you are using the right amount of oil, right kind of oil, then that is also a good nutritious value. That also improves your good fat. That also, so that will be a good source of good oil and good fat and good protein. So this is also a good option, and it will also again bridge your nutritional gap in the diet. So for non-vegetarians, if you ask me, I would say eggs is a good option. You can have boiled eggs, one or two according to your wish, according to your hunger also, and according to your needs based on your protein requirement. Uh, yeah, it's high in protein, it's high in good fats. So this will be a good choice for non-vegetarian. So, did you learn anything new in this video? What is the factor that, what is the, out of all these factors, what is the factor that makes you feel frequently hungry? Leave those, all those things in comments, and also, what is the next topic you would like to suggest me? And also, you leave the comments about the video, leave your suggestions about the video. I will see you in one another useful video. Until then, it's Aravind signing off. Bye.